Men, listen up. There's an event taking place this weekend that is dedicated to the health and wellness of men with a focus on cancer prevention, early detection, and community empowerment. And joining us now to tell us more are Mireille from the Georgetown Ralph Lauren Center for Cancer Prevention, along with Derrick A. Butts, a 9-year prostate cancer survivor. Welcome to Great Day, Washington. Thank you both very much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course, you've got a big event coming up. It's the Let's Rally for Men's Health event. Tell us more about this event.
So Let's Rally for Men's Health event is a community-wide event that is coming in response to the higher cancer mortality rates in Washington, D.C. as it compares to national average. However, when we look at specifically men, we also realize that cancer rates are much higher also in men in the district, and specifically in Ward 7 and 8 as it compares to other parts of the city. So this came as a response to try to address these issues.
Right, to address and educate.
Absolutely.
And get the message out there.
Yeah.
And Derrick, you're a 9-year prostate cancer resilience survivor. You've been doing advocacy work. How does that intertwine with this event coming up here?
So it's very important is the partnership working with Georgetown to help men understand that they need to be resilient with their prostate health. I use the word resilience because I was coming from 3 generations of prostate cancer. I was tracking my PSA for 15 years before I was actually diagnosed. And it's important because cancer is the second leading cause of death in men. And it's one of those things that can be asymptomatic. It was with me. And it wasn't until I started tracking my numbers I was able to understand and track exactly what changes were taking place. And that allowed me to plan and prepare and work with organizations like Georgetown to better understand what are the options I had to treat me. It was important because you know, we want to be here for our grandkids and our kids and our families to move forward.
For sure.
Yeah.
You wrote a book with your dad.
Yes, I
should
did.
say your dad is a 31-year survivor.
Yes,
your
he
book
is.
is called Prostate Cancer, a Family Affair. The motivation behind the book?
Yeah, so when my father, it was funny, when I was in for my surgery, my father told me he started working with kind of chronicalizing all his journey as a survivor, and I said I would write the second half of the book. So when I started looking at it, I was researching it, and there were no books written by African-American men that weren't medical doctors, that weren't less than 200 pages long. And the purpose of this is really to get men to understand that cancer is not a death sentence. And we talk about our perspective, and we talk about the things we've gone through, the highs and lows, pre, during, and after our treatment. And this is important because men need to understand it is a journey, it's not a race, and it's something that can happen, and in most cases, in some cases, it does come back. So we want men to understand that these are things that are natural that can happen, and also looking at the different side effects and the options you may have from the different treatments that are out there. But it was important for us to just have a conversation like you and I are having now through the book so men can better understand that they have a chance, the options that are out there, but they need to be proactive with their health and not reactive.
Absolutely. I imagine that diagnosis is just absolutely overwhelming, and to have a resource and resources to go to is just everything.
Absolutely.
Now the event coming up is Saturday, September 20th. Tell us where it is and what people can expect there.
So the event is at Sycamore and Oak in Ward 8. It's going to be a fun-filled event. We have a lot of interactive activities planned. People can go through a giant inflatable colon and also through a giant inflatable lung. There's going to
nothing gets your mind set about what's going on here than an inflatable like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so they're also going to be a panel discussion with oncology experts as well as survivor story. We get to ask questions to the doctor, men to get the question answered. We're also going to have children's activities, coloring pages that relate to the topic. There's going to be a book bath. We're going to have a science and innovation corner where researchers from Georgetown University will bring their most current research to share with the community and get feedback from the community. So it's going to be a fun-filled event. We're asking not only men to come, but also we're asking the help of wives to encourage the men to come and participate into this event.
Excellent. Well, I hope everyone does come. Thank you so very much for being here and raising awareness.
Thank you.
Of course, the men's health event is happening again this Saturday, September 20th at Sycamore and Oak in Southeast DC. And for more information, go to rlcenter.georgetown.edu.